Well, I think I was going to use the intro for the live stream. I don't even know if I even have it anymore. I don't even know if it's even still there. I think it probably deleted it. I don't know if anybody I don't know I don't know if anybody can hear me. What the hell? So, yeah. I think it's probably because yeah, I don't think anybody's going to come to my live stream. This is why I don't do these live streams anymore. I don't really have much to do. Maybe it's just going to be a short live stream. It's just going to be because there's no point. Today is Saturday. It's been one stressful of a week for me. I don't even know if anybody can hear me. Maybe I need to get close to the mic. I'm probably just going to do a very short live stream. I don't even want to waste my time. Don't know if anybody, okay, maybe people can hear me better now with this thing. At least I don't sound too muffled or too over the top, this sound. I don't know if anybody's going to be here today. Not that I really care anymore. I'm already that angry. I'm so angry. I mean, Tony, has a good work ethic, and this is gonna be a rant about work again. I hate looking like a whiny Gen Zer. I really do hate that. I really, really hate that a lot. Don't know if the mic is recording. Let's see. Yeah, I think this live stream is gonna last for a short time. Don't even know if anybody even got my. So yeah, hold up. It's frozen. Come on. I don't care, YouTube. Shut up. Oh, hey, Anthony. Anthony R. Meriden. Holy shoot. Oh, you're here. I didn't think you would come here, man. It feels so nice to be live streaming again. Man, I feel like I was on top of the world back in 2020 and 2021, despite with the stupid pandemic we got back. So yeah, tomorrow I have to go to the damn warehouse. I hate cursing. I know it's not cool, but I mean, damn is a bad word, but I mean it's a bad word that I've heard on country radio. Like they don't even censor the word D, like damn. I mean it's a curse word, but I don't think people see it as a severe bad word, like say the F word or the B word. Yeah, it's the least bad word. Like that's why and hey, I'm glad you're here, man. I think this is the only time I can really do these live streams. Didn't expect for anybody to come here. I mean, this was just me. I guess maybe this can help make my night because it kind of sucks, that we have to work to survive. I mean, yeah, I don't want to be. No, yeah, I know who that is. He has a YouTube channel. His is more involves more on prepping. That's what his channel is involved more on, you know. But it's nice. It's been a long time since I've had you in my live streams. I remember when you were here in 2020, like almost 4 years ago. Let me see. And I've got my amazing microphone that I got from a gift, from a person which I'm not going to mention just for privacy reasons. I mean, not really a private person. Yeah, I don't get notifications. I'm talking about the phone notifications. I don't get like that many phone notifications on mine. I mean, I only get them through the icon, and that's it. I never understood why people say Sundays are fun days, but now I guess I do understand now for some people. Like Sundays, for me, since I do the weekend shift, since I'm not going to say which warehouse I'm working in, but I mean, it's my weekend shift because I'm in a special program which is for people who are who have neurodivergent or something around mental, not mental health. That sounds bad. Anything for like the brain. I guess neurodivergent makes more sense. Oh, I think he left. I think he left, which is fine. Because I mean, mine just says I have 2 people watching. I don't know if it's going to go back to 1. Oh, I think that one person is me. I think he did leave, which is fine. So yeah. Yeah, it does show 2. I don't know if he's still here or he left, but I'm fine with that. So getting back to what I said, Sundays, I guess I can't even wait for it to be Sunday, because I shouldn't have to feel like that. I shouldn't have to feel like I gotta like I can't. Do I love my job? You've got to be kidding me. I'm not saying that as insulting you. It's just like for anybody that doesn't know. No. To be honest with you, I would rather much go back to my old fulfillment job where I worked at a small like warehouse like business, not a mega warehouse. Ew, I don't like those big ones. Not to mention security where I'm at. And they're not metal detectors. These are more of like to check who's coming in and who is like to make sure nobody steals anything from the warehouse. I think also, but at the same time, they're very strict. You have to put everything in your lockers. You have to put all your belongings, your wallet, your phone, everything in the locker. Doesn't matter what. Unless it's like a tool or something that's from the warehouse, then then you're good to go. But either way, those are the type of jobs I do not like, with the secure. I mean, I get it, benefit for them, but as a person that's like liberty minded, that is so difficult for me. That is so difficult for me to get used to. I really hate it so much to have to do that I have to feel like I mean, see, I was leaving the job furious. I was so angry, because I felt like I didn't, at least I felt like I wasn't wasting my time. I mean, I get, but then I realized maybe I'm not a fast person. I mean, I'm in training now, so it doesn't matter. I'm not really getting paid by the company. I'm getting paid by a company that's supposed to help train people with disabilities. Yeah, you're right about it. It's not forever. Some people actually do stay in those jobs forever because they got nothing else to do in their life or they got no family. Because I just don't see anyone who's got a family who should even work there. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, if you got a family, you got to do a job that feels like that you can be with your family, not feel like it's straying away from your family. You're right. It's not going to be forever. You know, Probably when I'm done with training, I'm just going to tell whoever is my trainer, just tell him, that that's just going to be it. Because I just can't do this type of job. I would rather much break my back doing a different physical job than do this type. This is just so much more depressing than any other job. I mean, jobs should always be depressing no matter what. Like the job shouldn't be fun. It shouldn't be fun. But to be honest, if it's like super depressing, like warehouse work is really not for everybody, you know. That's true. I agree with that, you know. And that's great that there are people, those are the type of jobs that people should do, not someone that just hates their job. In my opinion, if somebody doesn't like their job and if they show that, like, and I'm talking about customer service, like in the realm of customer service, because that's the one thing I semi miss. No, I do. I need something healthy because, because video games or anything in general isn't really helping me. I don't know. Maybe I need some subscription. No. What am I kidding? I don't want big pharma for my mental health. I don't want that at all. I would rather much use some alternative to not lose my mind, you know. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right, you know. And I get that people tell you you got to work. I mean, hey, I'm not saying I'm against work. I don't want to look like a bum or anything, but if I'm very lost, then I don't want to use that. I don't want to use my loss of motivation and laziness as a way to say nope, nope. I don't want to work anymore, so I might as well just use the taxpayer money from some damn bum, that doesn't want to work, because Tony was making videos about people that are on welfare that don't really need it. No, you're right, Good coworkers help make up for yeah, you're right, there's a coworker I do like from there. He's probably the only person that I like, And it's pretty funny how jobs try to have like these events, like some type of fun event, as a way to make it sound like, it's not all boring. But that doesn't help me. That just makes me angrier and it makes me more insulted. Like if like you do that as a way, I mean, and then some actually celebrate your birthday, but I'm not gonna tell them about my birthday. I know, like it makes me super angry. I mean, I don't mind mandatory fun. I don't mind if they want to like do that for like break, or anything. But it's just not. I mean, if it was a job that I really loved, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about my job the entire live stream. It just I was actually really embarrassed to talk about it because I know some people have really good work ethic and some people really are an a-hole about it and they talk crap about you of, oh, you're just a bum and oh, you don't like working, nobody wants to work. Well, I mean, like you think we're in the 1950s or the 60s where almost any job or half of the jobs were stable where anybody could make it and the nuclear family was better back then and not today. I know you're right. I should be. I have to be, but it's just so hard. Even it's I only work 3 days, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I was going to do the work shift for the week, which was Monday to Thursday. But since I had to wait until June, since I have to wait until June, for that to like oh man, I lost my train of thought, to see, I telling you, So maybe that's kind of a good thing. Hopefully, if I do last for the entire stream, because I do plan on sleeping on 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or probably not. Only reason why I'm thinking about doing that is, excuse me, I just ate a cake, is to probably just, make sure I get enough sleep. But even if you do sleep for more time, it just makes you more lazy. It just makes you a lot if you just sleep for a lot of hours, it makes you even way more tired. So I don't get people's logic about saying how sleeping more hours is going to work for everything. Like not really, not for everybody. I mean, maybe if I do, but either way, I just feel like I was just going to faint from exhaustion, from tiredness. Maybe it could be my fault, that I'm not sleeping well, but I mean, I'll try to, but that's the only reason why, even when I'm not at work, I still feel stressed. Like it doesn't matter. Even if you feel like you gotta, no, yeah, sleeps do help. Maybe a quick nap, a power sleep does help you. So power sleeps I do think help. But unfortunately, it only happens when you're in a time of boredom, like when you're sleepy at the job or in the classroom. Like those are the worst times to get power naps. Yeah, they're horrible. They're horrible, only horrible when they're at the wrong time. I would love to do a power nap. I mean, I guess if I was sleepy, I probably would because I was a little sleepier when I got home. I still am, but I don't want to sleep yet. Uh, just because I'm not, I want to try to relax for a little bit. Yeah, see, that's why having the mic like this is a bad thing. Having a mic that's on the table, because it kind of blocks your vision for the most part. But maybe I should. Maybe you are right on that. But it's just the embarrassment, probably because it's more embarrassing since I have a trainer, and I know he's trying to make sure you do the correct thing, not slow down. I think what they're rating me based on is mostly on how fast I can get the job done. They're doing it on percentages to see how fast you can do the certain tasks that you're tasked to do. To be honest with you, my one of my you know what, I don't care who I say. I'm not going to say their name, but so my mother yesterday was telling me about how you don't like authority, but she meant that in the aspect of a work. And I'm like, "Yo, I would respect, the authority of the boss more than the politician." And maybe she's right that it applies to anything in general, but I don't wanna be that much of an a-hole to a boss. I don't wanna be like a prick, with the boss. I know it's a swear word, but it doesn't sound too bad. Say the B or the F word. I'm only not trying to curse just 'cause you're here, Anthony. I know you don't like swear words, and I don't mind. I mean, swearing isn't always that great all the time. It makes you sound more dumb. It makes you sound more uneducated. So, I mean, I can't blame anybody if swear words aren't cool. I only swear. I mean, the only reason I can think of people swearing is if they're too excited or they're too angry, like Tony. And then I know for those of you who don't know who Tony is, he's a live streamer. Well, not just a live streamer, but he's kind of an outdoors vlogger, I guess, because he takes videos of, where he is in Arkansas. He does like nature videos of Arkansas since he is from my hometown of Las Vegas. No, you're right. They're not really needed, but I'm not that religious. I'm not that religious when it comes to swear words. I'm not like, oh my God, you said a bad word. It's the end of the world. No, it is not the end of the world if you swear. Sorry if I sound like this. It's because I'm tired. I don't want to sleep just yet, you know. I mean, I'm getting kind of sleepy now. My eyes are closing, but I'm gonna wing it. It's only because I'm exhausted. It's more of me, I guess it's sleepiness, but it's more based off exhaustion, you know. I guess I don't know. I really hate to ask this a favor from anybody who comes to my live streams. I really want any I would love for you're right, you know, it doesn't always sound nice. I mean, I look at you as like religious, but I mean, I can get where you're coming from when you're not super. Yeah, the adrenaline's kicking in. It's already going away right now. Yeah, that adrenaline is doing its work. Yeah, but it's not so bad. I think it's just the light. I think I put the light too bright. It makes me want to close my eyes more. That's why. Okay, maybe that's better. Yeah. Yeah, but but I kind of have to do something also before I go to sleep. So can't just sleep just yet. So yeah. I don't know. I think that's the only part that I want to. I think I already said enough. Yeah, you're right about that. I do have a mattress. Well, it's not a mattress, excuse me. It's a sofa. It's a sleep-to converter sofa, I guess. Because since, I don't have anywhere else to go anymore. So I just have, I'm in a closet, I'm in the living room. I'm in the shoot, not living room. I mean oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The master bedroom, excuse me, the master bedroom. To sleep, to sleep on, in the master bedroom's closet. That's where I sleep. I know people love to use those mama jokes, like, yo, you're in mommy's basement, haha. Like people use that as a way to bully you, to call you a loser. And to be honest with you, maybe I shouldn't care anymore if I don't have a college degree or if I'm not a person that I don't, to be honest with you, I don't like studying. I know I'm not saying study isn't important, but I don't want to study something I'm not truly passionate about. I mean, why study if you're not going to really be passionate about it, I was kind of studying, photography, but then I realized that I kind of like drawing more because I feel like drawing is more creative compared. I mean, photography is cool and all, but I want to go to places that are kind of new and not repetitive, And you're right, I mean, I get that there are people who are lazy and all, but some people are just so much of an a-hole that they would love to call you lazy just because, you're not the type of person that's gonna let it slide, if you think a work environment is toxic or super depressing for somebody. I mean, I guess the few good things about it is that they put music in the intercom, and I think that music is like request music. But I saw a YouTube video of somebody, making a video of Amazon, and how Amazon, for the most part, sucks, Working at Amazon, haven't heard that many good things about Amazon. At least where I'm at, is not the absolute worst. But with what I've heard about Amazon, it's like a nightmare. You know, I don't think anybody should work for Amazon, regardless if you're conservative or liberal. I don't think I don't think everybody should work at Amazon. I'm just sorry. I haven't heard that many good things about Amazon. It's just I mean, don't get me wrong. I've bought stuff from Amazon. I will continue to do that, but I don't buy from there every time. I mean, to be honest with you, once I started driving, it seriously made me hate buying online because when you buy online, you have to wait. You have to wait a certain time for your product to like work. For no, the product to get to your destination. Excuse me. I guess work too, as in if they didn't break your device or something. I'm so glad that I have the microphone here. Maybe I should keep the microphone up here. You say can't see what you're. Oh, yeah, you're right. You can't. You could only see pictures of it. It is a hassle to buy online, but I do think there is a place to buy online. If it's for like used products, then I guess I can understand that. I can understand why people would buy used stuff. I would use that to buy used video games, not video game consoles. I'm talking about the video games. Or unless it's probably a used book and it's probably the only few books and the only few books they have are used books, then I wouldn't mind doing that. So yeah, buying from online actually sucks in my opinion. It's not even that good. It's actually just I'm actually lazier. I like buying physically when I possibly can because I can get stuff like this. You go to the store and one day you got the product already. Like you don't have to wait for like 5 days or 4 days or an entire week to get your product. You can just like go to the store and bam. I seriously don't get why people want to see stores die. Like, come on. We still need Walmart to some extent, or some corporate or small business shop, for certain things, instead of having to go to the store and buy it fast. Whoops, I lost the chat. Yeah, I'm kind of old school to a certain extent. I guess I'm old school when it comes to like going to a restaurant. I like to go to restaurants. To be honest with you, I really don't like to use delivery much. Because when you go into a restaurant, it's an experience. It's an absolute experience. It's the best experience in my opinion. And you're right. Yeah, stores have interactions. That's why I sometimes like to go to the store. You get to interact with people. I thought I was introverted completely or semi-ly. I wouldn't call myself outroverted. If I was outroverted, I would call everybody my friend. But no, I'm very wary of who I want to be friends with or who I want to talk to, because to be honest with you, it's such a messed up world we live in. It's a backwards. I mean, I'm not going to say backwards. That's a very anti-conservative saying, calling something backwards. I mean, backwards in like a different way, and like people maybe immoral. Yeah, people are starting to get more immoral. I haven't seen it completely, but I feel like when I'm on the road here in Vegas, it's like everybody kind of hates each other. So it kind of gets me to think like that as well, because makes me just hate on the other drivers. Like when you're on traffic, you're kind of like in your mind, F you. You're right. That's why I stopped watching a lot of news. It's to a certain extent to help on my mental health. That's why I stopped watching too much negative news or too much anti-Second Amendment news, a lot of anti-gun news. I've watched a lot of Second Amendment news back in 2021, early 2021, and years ago, but I think I was at a point where I couldn't take it anymore. Probably because I was busy on thinking on myself than thinking about other stuff. So yeah, If I had okay money, I wouldn't mind prepping. I mean, you don't need money to prep, but if I had decent money, I wouldn't. I mean, I already I mean, I kind of do have a prepping backpack, but I haven't really bought any equipment yet. I only prepping that I got is a flashlight. That's it. That's its everyday carry. I always everyday carry a knife and a flashlight, which I haven't told everybody yet on the live streams. If you have to go back to see my switchblade in my past videos. And yes, I do own a switchblade. If you don't know what a switchblade is, you're right. You don't really need much to survive. That's pretty much why I stopped watching a lot of the prepping channels because a lot of the my God, I always hear tires screeching. Makes it sound like someone's racing on the street. Which, to be honest with you, I mean, I do condemn speeding to an extent. But if it's like on the highway, I really don't care if people go over the speed limit. Unless it was like in the neighborhood, then yeah, I do have an issue with people racing and I'm not talking about like the main streets, the business streets. Hold up. I hear something. Hey! Stop that! You heard that? Yeah, holy shit, I think I think you did hear that. I didn't think the mic would pick that up. I think I think the software is programmed to. Yeah, someone was doing donuts. It's not like I had an issue, but I guess that was, you know, I don't know. That was an out of bounds from me. I mean, I mean, if there's nobody there, so I don't really have an issue, but just hearing I think that it was just random. It was just random. I was just like letting it all out. I don't even know why I did it. I don't know why I did that. Like, if it was like a really dangerous situation, all it was just the guy doing a donuts, doing wheelies. Well, not wheelie. A wheelie is when you're like holding still and like you're drifting kind of. You're kind of drifting. So yeah. Yeah, I think I kind of got that from my dad. It's not really dangerous out there. I don't know, it just reminded me of a situation of my neighbor. And my neighbor was having issue with somebody. So, I mean, I already sold my truck. For those who don't know, I already sold the truck probably because I was tired of the miles per gallon. And yeah, I think you do have a Toyota Cruiser. I assume you're Toyota FJ Cruiser, I think. The FJ Cruiser. Yeah, I think it's the FJ Cruiser that you have. I think I don't know if you still have it, but I assume you still do. But I've heard that those SUVs have the worst. For a Toyota, it has to be the worst miles per gallon. So yeah, you'll be wasting money on. I mean, I have nothing against trucks or SUVs, but I was getting kind of tired of wasting money on having to I mean, I thought my mid-size pickup truck, a Ford Ranger. You're right. I don't know how you were able to keep that thing despite you being homeless. Unless you're not telling us the whole story on how you're homeless. Well, I mean, I'm not saying you can't have an okay life and, like if you were living the van life, but must be kind of hard, once to maintain it. But I think it would make sense because Toyotas are amazing. The only reason, I mean, the only reason I love Toyotas, I mean, it's not like I owned a Toyota or my family has truly owned a Toyota. Based on what people have said and one mechanic on YouTube, some mechanic YouTuber, is that, Toyotas are known for their reliability. So I think maybe because you maintain it well, so that's probably why your pickup truck, not pickup truck. See, I'm mixing up things. Ugh, I'm already losing my train of thought. So yeah, I don't know. I want to try not. I was trying to talk about something else. Yeah, your life is an open book. It'd be nice if you did join, but I mean, if there was an audience, I wouldn't mind if you did join. I mean, I've always tried to get people to join, to chat. Yeah, you're right. I am. I'm gonna, I mean, I'm not gonna sleep immediately, but I'm just gonna walk for a little bit because there's some things I do have to do. It's not like I have to sleep now. I mean, it'd be good to sleep early. If I was super tired, like, because there are times when I am very sleepy, I am truly sleepy, and I'm so dead that I don't want to do nothing but, sleep. But yeah, I can't blame you if you gotta go. Yeah, I'm gonna end the chat here. Yeah, you're right. If I was really tired, I would just go to sleep. But anyways, I don't know. I'll probably last for a little bit. It was nice seeing you here. It's been like I think 3 years since I've had you on my live stream. Yeah, it was nice hanging out with you. Hopefully someday, if you have a mic, you can just jump in and we can just talk and you can tell people, oh, okay. I guess I have one new person here already. It's nice to have you back, man. Yeah, I still know who you are. You've got the same. So, yeah. Bye, Anthony. It was nice having you around. I'll probably be finished by live streaming at 8. I was going to cut it off for now, but I don't want to keep any. I seriously don't believe you when you say that. Yeah. So I'll see you then, Anthony. I hope you have a blessed day. But yeah, you just I don't believe in that. Like, do you seriously play Pokemon Go? I don't believe in you. I will admit I am a Pokemon fan. It's not like I'm so, I know there are some religious people that's, call things satanic and everything is satanic and evil and you can never trust anything that comes from pop culture. I mean, to a certain extent, yeah, nah, not really. Not really. Pokemon Go, if I don't know if you know what it is. I'm kind of and I'm kind of not religious. I do need to work. I mean, I don't know if I really like to talk about this because I don't want people to get the impression that I'm super religious. I mean, I am religious to certain things, like say, like the immoral of society, like society just glorifying sin. Because back then, those sins weren't glorified back then. Like people are glorifying, NSFW stuff. And oh, this is going to be an absolutely difficult thing for me to say. It's not like I'm the only one. And I don't like to say porn. I really hate saying that word. I hate saying that word, but I'm pretty sure everybody teenagers have looked into that stuff. I really don't like admitting it. It's not like I'm not gonna say if I have or if I have not in regards to NSFW stuff. I'm not gonna say the P word. It means not safe for work. No, you're right. I guess it has to come with my sins, talking about my sins in regards to I don't like saying the word, but I guess when you have this lust, like you want to feel nice. I'm not gonna say good. That sounds worse, but I think a lot of people get that. That's a sin that I think that I don't mind saying this. I'm not gonna say everything. I'm just gonna say I'm embarrassed, but I don't care, if people get over offended by it. And you're right, I believe he loves every one of those people that I don't believe that churches, are the best places in my opinion. Sure, I think there are churches that do a good job, but I think most churches, do have some secret to hide. They've got something to hide, like they've got some corruption. I think corruption exists everywhere, even in the church. That's pretty much why I don't there are times where I feel like I need to do a better job. Like I want to do a better job with getting close to God and not have those lustful thoughts. I want those thoughts to go away. And I'm not embarrassed to say it on live anymore. I'm tired of feeling like I'm hiding. I'm not going to say everything private. Of course not. No, I'm never going to give my address away or my real name. You know, I don't mind saying it anymore. I actually feel really good just talking about it, talking about my sins. It's still something that I really need to work on, you know, because I feel like I've been living kind of a sinful life, even though I grew up. I'm glad that I'm not feel like I'm doing the worst sins, like, not being straight or not living I don't like saying homosexuality. I don't like to say it like that because I don't want people to think I'm homophobic, but I have my boundaries. And based on what people and other Christians have said, I haven't read the Bible, but homosexuality, whatever you like to believe it or not, is a sin. And I don't like to say that on my other YouTube channel that has nothing to do with politics or sensitive topics because I do have another YouTube channel and it is based on Pokemon because that's like my side, hobby. It's my absolute and especially its spin-off. And I don't like to talk about it too much here because some people are like, yeah, you are right too, but you know, you are right to a certain extent, but I am more of I do lean more on, probably because I'm not denominational much. I'm not saying, churches are a completely bad idea. I just don't follow it. I just don't feel like it's the thing that really helps me because it feels like someone's pushing me. Like I already know what a church is. Maybe if I was like a born again, well, not born again, but like born again is like it sounds like someone becoming Christian again. And that's what born again sounds like to me. So I don't like to say that word. Unless I was like someone that was never a Christian, then I probably wouldn't mind. It would probably work for me. But since I've been to church and I feel like I've gone so many times to Catholic church, it just makes me more agitated. I don't believe the church. I mean, and I know people can disagree with me all they want. That's fine. But, I don't believe church is like the only thing. Holy shoot. Oh my goodness. I literally forgot about your boy. Yeah, I'm Catholic in the extent of, like I haven't fully, I've left it mentally, but I only feel like Catholic because I feel like my family is like they're grabbing me, like they're grabbing me so hard, like they don't want me to leave it. Like, yeah, but isn't it like a sin? Isn't it like what do you mean you're a sealed Pokemon investor? I hope you know what Pokemon is. Maybe I can show you a screenshot so you can know, so I can show you you know, what I actually like to read. Because I love to read a lot of, I'm not going to show the camera, but I'm going to show you what I like. Let me see. Gonna do so yeah. I don't know. I hope you know what Pokemon is. Because if you're talking about a different Pokemon, then I'm sorry. I think we might be on the wrong page. If we're talking about Pokemon, I'm talking about Nintendo, from the video game series. But its trading cards have been popular. Like, I believe the trading cards are the most popular thing, from Pokemon. But I do believe it did start with video games. So I'm thinking the trading card game is like the second thing from the Pokemon franchise, the Pokemon cards. But yeah, you are right on that. I don't like saying it, but you probably already know. You probably already know. Oh, my computer is lagging. Okay, there we go. Ah, yes. Oh, shoot. I didn't know you were a Pokemon fan. I don't know if you are, but I don't know if that's what I'm interpreting it. But I will say this. Well, yes, actually, actually, no, yeah, it did start with the show. I think the show was second, and then the trading cards are the third thing. Like the trading cards and the show did become popular. Although I do think the show was more popular back then. If you did not know, which is okay, most people have left the show. If you know the main character, Ash Ketchum, he finally won the Pokemon League in like forever. And that was back in 2019. And he did win the World Series, championship, which was, I believe, like 2 years ago, which when they started with the final show with Ash Ketchum. I've been watching the show, ever since like 2015, when I was like 15 years old. But dang, I do have some trading cards, but I only use it for like collection. I don't really use it to like. It's so nice to hear somebody that actually agrees with me and is a Christian. That is awesome. I'm glad to see you're not like RFB, like Richie from Boston. He's like, I don't know what type of culture he was raised on, but he's like one of those guys that doesn't really know much of anything about video games or like television. I agree with him to a certain extent, that television and the media of any kind is some form of weapon. But I don't think Pokemon really is bad. Unless they got some, something inappropriate, because they do have a Pokemon. Yeah, he's still around if you did not know. Yes, his channel was terminated back in 2020. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I still kind of like the guy, but this guy, his religiousness is sometimes, a little too hardcore. I feel like he just comes around sometimes as like super ignorant. Like I get it. I get that too much video games and like too much media is bad for your mind. You're kind of like rotting your brain cells when you do too much of that stuff. Which is why, if I lived in the country, I would probably go outside and play more. Yeah. Everyone is different now. Yeah, I think he was at his peak back in 2020 with the whole thing. And yeah, that's pretty much why I quitted my job, my first full job, not full time. It was part time. That's pretty much why I quit my job, because the mandates came back in Nevada back in August of 2020. That's why I didn't want to quit like that. I didn't want to like quit at the spot, but I was really, really in the bad mood, and because hearing people talking about them. I hope YouTube doesn't do this. I don't like saying mask. I'm not gonna say the disease, but I will probably say mask. I don't know if they have a problem with mask anymore. I did hear that they have laxed the rules. I mean, they still restricted on the rules when it comes to that. Excuse me. Okay, I lost my train of thought here. It's actually nice. I did not expect for people to come back. Squid glasses. Oh, you're talking about Ash Ketchum Squirtle. Yes. If you're talking about the Squirtle glasses, yes, that is the most iconic. I will say I do love the shape of those glasses. I mean, it kind of looks feminine, but they do look cool. They look so cool. But guess what? You seem to be a fan of the trading cards. That's probably the only childhood thing that you're still doing grown up, as a grown up man. And to be honest with you, I really, really hate when people call people man child just because they love, Ninja Turtles or Pokemon or like heck, even baby shows like say, or well, I wouldn't call them baby shows. Sounds stupid. I mean, there's a show called Bluey, and its demographic is mostly supposed to be like it's like a preschooler show, but it's a show, that can be enjoyed by adults as well. Like it's say Arthur, from the PBS Kids era, like Arthur. Like that's what Bluey is. Bluey is mostly the Arthur of today because when it comes to like teaching children about hard topics. So I mean, I'm kind of into the show Bluey, but it kind of gets embarrassing to kind of watch some of the clips sometimes because that's something I can give Arthur credit, because Arthur was more of a dramedy and Bluey was more of like teaching like children to cope with their emotions through play because children play. They love to play pretend. So that's pretty much what the show revolves around, the father playing with his daughters. It's pretty much a cartoon dog, and it's called Bluey. Really one of the I don't I will say for like the 2020s and 2010s, late 2010s, I do think it is the best show, the one of the best shows to watch, if you're into like drawing or you're a fan of animation, in general. Yeah. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Charizard. I do like its Mega Evolutions. Somebody texted me. I wonder who texted me. Hold up. Hold up. Give me a moment here. Someone's calling me. See? Don't know if you can hear it. That's my ringtone. I gotta give you a moment here. All right. I'm back. Well, I kind of have to go woo woo, but I don't mind. So yeah, I haven't told everybody here on my channel, but I've been exercising and I see a huge difference on my arms. I do look a little bit more muscular. I'm not doing, weights on every part of my arms of my muscles, but I am. Yo, wait. Are you still here? I want to know if you're still here. I don't want, to sound pushy, but I really want to know if, anybody's here. So if anybody has to go, I really would like it if someone would say, I need to go because I mean, unless you were in a hurry for something, then yeah, I will understand that. Dang it. Oopsies. I feel like I gotta do it. So yeah, So I don't know if anybody can, oops, I don't oh, that's embarrassing. Wait a minute. Do I have screenshot? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know if I have screenshot. Because I know Duck and I know StreamYard had maybe I should extend the screen. Maybe I can see. Hold up. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't know you were here. Hello. That's fine. If you're just listening, if you're like working or you're busy with something, that's okay. I don't know. I think I know you from a channel. I'm sorry if I sound clueless, but I think I think you're a gun channel? I don't know. I think yeah. I think you are. Hold up. Gotta use the bathroom. I didn't want to because someone called me right now. So just give me a moment here. I need to use the bathrooms. I did not leave any of you yet. All right, I'm back. Uh, well, don't know if you're still here, Christ Watchman. I think you are, or not. I mean, I only have one person here. So, yeah. I mean, if I'm probably going to cut it for a little bit. But dang, I've been live for almost the entire hour. Wow, I've been live since like 6. Yeah, so now I understand why singers drink a lot of liquid because, I mean, it dries your vocal cords when you're like talking on the mic for like an entire hour. Not that tired anymore. So yeah, don't know if if you're still here, Christ Watchman. I mean, if you had something to do right now, I'll probably wait for you in like probably 10 minutes because I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I don't. I mean, if your channel is small, there's no reason to really do a live because for the most part, people aren't really going to come. People are never gonna come if you do that. I think it's based on what I think people would say. It's for the better that you just. But now thinking about it, if you do more live streams, I do think you will garner some audience, even if it's just a small bit. Because back when I used to do lives a lot back then, since I lived in the old house, but now that I live in a new house, it just doesn't feel, it just feels depressing to do live streams, like that. Oh, shoot. Ugh, my computer kind of froze. Land ownership. Oh yeah, I was looking at the thumbnail. Says land ownership is now unaffordable for most. That sucks. If that's true, maybe it's not surprising, but now it sucks. Just see some headline, saying the FBI is teaming up with Discord and video game companies. to monitor extreme gamers. Absolute clown show. This goes to show you, that they really don't care. They would love to politically persecute you for a wrong thing, Just shows, Yeah, I think he might have left, I was going to show him something. Maybe I can do it if he has a Discord or not. I mean, I don't really like Discord as a company, but I really do. But that's the only place that I can talk with people more often, And yeah, I know Discord sucks, but I mean, what else can I use? I mean, there are other social medias, but to be honest with you, it's so much better than YouTube, to be honest with you. I would love for that. If they were more, if YouTube was more like Discord, I would love it a lot more. Because I mean, as strict as Discord wants to look, there really aren't that bad, Like I know I do have an online buddy that does make YouTube videos, and he got his server, I believe, terminated or I don't know, terminated or suspended for his account and his server, I think. So yeah, it's already 8:01. I don't think anybody has responded yet. So I think he just left, Christ Watchman, I wanted to show you one thing, because I think he did left. It's already been 10 minutes already. So yeah, I think it was a good chat, I really liked. I didn't know I was the only one that liked Pokemon. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this live stream. I think for having less people, this was the best live stream I ever had for a channel that has had less subscribers. I would have never have expected to get some people to come by. Let me see. So I'm just gonna give the shout outs to who's been on my live stream, So I'm gonna give a shout out. I think everybody left already. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Nick D. You were listening for the most part, I think. I don't know when you started. And then Christ Watchman. I think he left already. Thank you so much, man. It's nice seeing you again. I'm gonna try to let me see. I don't think I can copy and paste it here. Wait a minute. Maybe I can. Oh no, I think I would have to. Oh yeah, I have to use the YouTube chat for that to work. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So shout out to, oh, yeah, you're welcome. I'm shouting out just like how Tony does in his channel. So Christ Watchman, thank you so much. I not expect to see you again in a live stream for a long, long time. And Anthony R. Meriden, maybe I should start doing live streams on Saturdays, but it's because I've got family at home. That's why I don't have time to do them anymore. Anthony R. Meriden, if that's how you spell the last part of the name. Thank you so much, dude. You already said goodbye. And High Desert Pioneer, thank you so much for being here. Thank you everybody for who has come by, and even for the people who came by to see my channel, to watch this real life. I promise you this is a better live stream, Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to cut it off here. There's nobody left here. That's okay. I was already going to be done because I want to do something before I go to sleep. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm still trying to get the link. Dang it, the link is not okay. There we go. Shut up, Google. Oh, no. It's not Google. It's Leo from Brave, I guess. All right. I got your Gmail, man. I'm going to send you an email. Maybe if you have other socials, I can get in contact with you. So peace, everybody. Goodbye. Have a good night. See you guys in the next live stream. Hopefully, I can survive mentally and stop being some prick or whatever. So see you guys. Bye bye. Have a good night or day or whatever time you're watching this video or rewatch, whatever.